inspection. And well, this is what this is for too. I just thought it would be more efficient to do both at the same time.
Here, I thought you didn't want to go back.
A job is a job, Rose. Gotta do what you gotta do to make a living.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then go ahead. No need to be so hard on her, Rosie. I personally think it's a nice touch. I was actually thinking of the same thing, but you beat me to it.
Darling, Buttercup, please. You know these things don't work. No offense meant to the holy man, of course. That does not explain the though.
What did he say? Starting in uno, dos, tres. Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's black? Like, oh my goodness, bro. Yo, sometimes I'm just so sometimes I'm just really, really funny when I just want to be. I'm just real funny. Like, why not just randomly remix that? For what reason? Like, why did I do that? For what reason did I have to say that type of statement? It's good, y'all. It's your boy Bray in the neighborhood. So buckle up, because it's about to get lit. Today we're playing The Letter. Once again, last video, y'all got it to hold on for a second. Hold on for just a second. Let me see how many it is as of now. You guys got the last video to 48 views. 48 of them things. Almost 50. Half 100. You guys must really want to keep on seeing this. So that's probably why I'm so happy, is because you guys are showing so much support for it. But we're getting ready to just do it. Just jump right into it again. I don't know how long this episode is gonna be, because I got the Corey Kenshin right there. Getting ready to watch some more. That was weird. I don't know. The Corey Kenshin right here, as you can see, watching the newest one. You know, actually, I think I can flip this camera around. Oh, I'm skipping some dialogue. But let me just go ahead and show you what's going on real quick. You see, God of War. Man, I can't wait to look at it once I get done. Alright. Let's go. Wandisha Turner. Those TikToks are hilarious. Anyways, let's really do it. Let's not be like Dashi. Let's get straight into it. To an outsider, the site does not paint a pretty picture. However, this is home to me. Home. I believe we have 77% done, which means we need about 20% more. Morning dawns bright and clear the following day. Although the air feels muggy and I miss the chilly autumn weather, it's one of those rare weekends when I'm up even before my alarm rings. If it wasn't for Zach's call last night, I'd probably sleep in. When 9 a.m. rolls around, I'm already on my way to the Ermengarde mansion. To think that I have to go back again, I'd be lying if I say I'm excited. I don't have to anymore. Rose happily gave me paperwork duty when I volunteered. Duh. Don't be dumb now. We're on the last phase of the sale too. Well, almost. Papers to sign, documents to finalize, various other legalities to settle with the current owner and all that still. Never mind that its new owners want everything done within the week, when the process typically takes more than that. They want it done? We'll get it done. I really don't understand rich people. Why is everything making me laugh? But money can do wonders. I won't be surprised if they'll be able to push the process just a little more, like what they did to secure the house. The point is, I'm under no obligation to return the house anymore. Running is an option, of course. I can now move on to... The letter's gonna follow you. there's no point. There's no point. It's just inevitability. However, at the end of the day, it's always my conscience that wins. What if something happens to those that have seen that letter? Ash, Zach, Becca, Miss McCullough writes, yeah, the guilt will follow me to my grave. The mansion looms as we approach. Whispers welcoming me back. Shadows calling. I hope this is the last time. Oh, you got the wrong kind of priest. You got the wrong kind of priest. Oh no, he's one of those new age priests, bro. Bro, you should have got them old 63 to 75-year-old priests that have experience. He looks young. He looks like he's 30. He looks like he just got out of Bible school. You gotta get the old seasoned veteran priest. I don't know if this is gonna work now, cause bro probably don't know what he's doing. They are engaged in a quiet conversation when I find them in the mansion's front gardens. But even with familiar company, it is impossible to feel the ease here. No matter who I'm with, the feeling of being watched is there. Like the very place itself is aware of its trespassers. Zach, on the other hand, doesn't seem to notice. Or he simply doesn't care. He's already used to it. I can never tell with him. Sometimes he's almost as hard to read as Ash. Almost. At least Zach doesn't have as much patience dealing with him as Ash does. And says plenty about him. Miracles and miracles about two ended up as the best of friends. He waves at me as I approach. True to his promises, Zach also has brought his friend with him, Father Norman. Somehow I expected him to look older. Exactly.
Oh, don't be surprised. They say people who have found their calling are getting younger these days.
Okay.
Sorry, Father. I didn't mean to say that out loud.
Why would you say that out loud? That is supposed to be an internal thought.
No offense taken. Though I admit I'm a bit surprised. I didn't think someone would ask this house to be blessed after all these years.
You've heard of it, Father?
In passing. The occasional rumors and talk by the locals, nothing new. You don't spend years serving the church here without hearing a random hearsay here and there.
You never mentioned what you thought of those, Father.
Ah, but he who goes down to the grave does not come up. He shall never return to his house, nor shall his place know him any more.
But what I saw...
May not be what you think. It depends entirely on what you mean by it. If you're talking about spirit beings, angels, demons, then yes. Are we talking about the spirits of people who have departed? The word makes it clear that once the deceased has left us, they are gone.
Think we should have got the scientist? Bro is about to spew and leave, bro. Oh my, I think I may have chose wrong, y'all. He's about to spew and leave. He's about to spit and leave. Oh my goodness.
But of course, I didn't come here to bore you with a lecture.
Okay, good.
No,
put action on it.
It was enlightening, Father. Thank you.
I thought he was about to just say, hey, this thing isn't even real, man. I'ma just head out and go back to the church. Amen. Like, bro.
Just remember that a God who loves his children would never let them linger once the time comes.
Amen.
That's what my papa often tells me.
Your father must be a good man. He raised you well, no doubt. Well then, shall we?
See, I'm a Christian. I can believe most
Regardless of what it
I
is,
believe most.
I'm sure the mansion's new owners would appreciate such sincere intentions. From a stranger, no less.
Oh, what will the rights think? Oh, there's no need to do that, sweetie. Like, bro, I don't... Nah, y'all. Maybe y'all want the house possessed to be there. I really don't, so I'm trying to help y'all, bro. Shoot. Take this blessed oil, put it on the house, bro. I'm not, like... I don't care. I'm not about to have this letter following me for the rest of my life. A relief. This way he won't see how tightly I'm clutching the straps of my bag. Jeez. Stop having so much anxiety, man. You gotta be chiller than that. But don't worry, the cold, restless, foreboding feeling has firmly lodged itself inside my stomach. Wait, I'm wondering here. Since we picked this, but if it doesn't work, can we get to do the other way as well? I'm trying to think. I don't think you can, since it's like a choosing game like that. It's like it's a decision game. So I don't
Hey,
think...
you okay?
Zach, don't interrupt me. I don't think you can choose another decision if you make one. Like that, for instance, that decision we picked with going to the theater instead of just going directly home. I don't think we could have just chose to do both there, because obviously you got to go one place or you got to go another place. So I think it might just be like one choice suits everything. So it's not like you can't pick two choices. Zach lightly nudges my side, careful, mindful of his notions, to avoid startling me, no doubt. Hey, since the priest is here, we just gonna get honest. This place gives me the creeps. And it do. I'ma tell him the truth. I'ma be honest. Hey, I was gonna be honest anyway. It's like it's hard to lie when Zach gives you that look. But bro, you gotta be honest for real. You have to be honest. So it's just there. A kind that alright, we're not gonna talk about his look for the next 5 minutes.
This place really gives me the creeps.
It doesn't seem more than an ordinary house to me, though. Damn, I should have brought my camera with me. I saw a few areas that'd be good for a shoot. You think the new owners will allow it?
No.
Shh. What if you catch something? Or someone in one of the pictures?
Alright, now you're being a little too paranoid.
It just means they want to be seen, doesn't it?
Don't ask for it.
He's completely chill for his
It's not like we
color.
can stop them if they do.
You're really not helping, Zach.
All right. Sorry. Don't worry. I don't think whatever's inside this house will do anything. I'm here, yeah? I'll take care of them. Or I think I can.
You're not that scary, but thanks.
What?
I'll be sure to run behind you if I see one.
Ridiculous talk, though through temporary reprieve, its lenses more. Do I look like an English professor, y'all? I am pretty smart. I'm not gonna lie. He offers me a smile in return, the least he could do, and with a slight motion of his head, he gestures for us to move ahead, while my own fears are left forgotten for the time being. Things and jeez, still clattering. Just on my back, clatter softly against each other while I rummage for the keys to the mansion. I should have heard the telltale jiggle by now, but didn't I put it in my bag last night? Seconds later, I'm sitting on my heels. One after another, I'm taking out everything out of each pocket, each slip. It'll be a pain to put everything back later, but I'm sure it's just under these nothing. Oh man, of all the times to
Is
forget.
something the matter?
No, I'm sorry, Father. I think I left the key.
He's coming up with excuses. And right after they've both taken the time to go this far away from the city, so I grabbed my hand and pulled myself up. The string of ties
Careful,
waved at
Bella!
the tip of my tongue.
We've spoken with the current owners. Well, technically, you're not yet the owners, but
Oh! Okay, I wonder what happens here. And then I'm falling. Wow. Just tumbles
Ow,
in.
ow, ow, my back.
That is a horrible look. I'm not gonna lie. That is a horrible look.
what?
The Isabella. No time to nurse my bruised back or make up excuses, because the next thing I know, Zach's gently pulling me up right. Yeah. Rose looks down at me with the mixture of apprehension and something I couldn't quite place. I say it's relief, but sheesh. Good going, Isabella. Right after you volunteered to work on the papers. It's
Ma'am
only like
Hannah!
behind you.
Mr. Wright!
Oh, Isabel. We always meet in the most interesting circumstances.
A complete understatement, darling. What are they doing in my house?
This was gonna happen anyways, cause they're gonna need somebody to go to this house anyway.
I thought you said you wanted to do paperwork duty. What are you doing here?
Oh, now she's gonna have to explain this. I didn't think about this. If they're actually touring, then yeah. But if they weren't touring, this would have been a better time.
The reason why I'm here?
Well, spit it out, Lily. We don't have all day.
Hey, you better calm down.
I'm just here to make sure everything is fine before you move in.
Okay. I'm so sorry, Mama. You said I'll go to If I Lie. I will likely will after this, but there's no other way. Well, it isn't entirely alone. I am here to make sure no one disturbs them after they move in. Just so happens I'm checking for and trying to drive away of the paranormal variety.
The house appears impeccably fine to me.
Shifts his eyes around in a careful manner as if he's looking for faults in every crevice of the house. If we say anything about what we're doing, we're gonna look really crazy. So I think there'll be a choice about that coming up, but there's supposed to be quick time events. I'm waiting for those. I'm really waiting for those. Usually a scare prank that inevitably ended in me crying. I never forget the way my brother stared at me then. A part of me thinks that perhaps if I hadn't been the object of his mischief in childhood, I would have grown a little braver.
Come on, little Lily. Lying doesn't do that cute little face any justice. I'm a very patient man. Now, why are you really here?
Not now, in the face of an almost identical expression, perhaps even cooler than what I'm used to, the life.
The truth is, I was just thinking we could have the house blessed before move-in day.
And why would we ever need to have this house blessed?
For luck and protection.
Shrink under a scrutinizing gaze. For a second, I'll think he'll start shouting at me. Not the mocking jeering kind, but wondering if he's hearing things right. I'd say he was amused, but I honestly couldn't understand what was so funny what I just said. Really that weird? Wasn't it a custom here? Wish Becca was here to explain stuff like
That's
that.
rich coming from you. When we saw Devlin Court, you didn't.
It's a small custom back home. I thought it would be nice to do something that would bring positive energy to the mansion, since this place has been empty for years.
Okay,
And the
W
papers,
cap.
Isabella? I hope you did those first before this.
Of course I did. It's almost done, in fact. But there are some items I still have to double check before finalizing everything. You know I don't sign without a thorough inspection. And well, this is what this is for too. I just thought it would be more efficient to do both at the same time.
Here I thought you didn't want to go back.
A job is a job, Rose. Gotta do what you gotta do to make a living.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then go ahead. No need to be so hard on her, Rosie. I personally think it's a nice touch. I was actually thinking of the same thing, but you beat me to it.
Darling, Buttercup, please. You know these things don't work. No offense meant to the holy man, of course. That does not explain the though.
What did he say? What did he say? What did he say? What? What did he say? Hold on for a minute. I genuinely don't know if I want to play after that. I'm not sure I want to play after that. I wonder, like, when is this game set? I don't see a certain date for this, but I don't know if there's a lesson to learn here. I seriously don't know if I want to continue playing after hearing that word, but it would make sense if this game was set in the in a time like the 60s or the 50s. This doesn't look like it's set anywhere close to that time period, and he just said a very offensive word that should not be used. Probably not even by black people either. This video is definitely gonna have a warning at the bottom. I may block it out or I may not, just for the reason that people need to learn that this word is not to be used at all when expressing your discontent for somebody. There are many different words you can use, just not this one. So when you go out in public, and when you do things like this, when you have a mindset like this character does, I highly suggest that you not use that language, because as the realest way I can say it, somebody will be killed if you use this word, and I'm not joking. It doesn't matter how rich you are, how famous you are. I don't care how much popularity, notoriety that you get. If you use any type of words in this way against any race like this, you will probably be killed. Do not carry out your discontent or emotions for somebody else the way he just did. And that is a serious lesson. I don't know how to feel about that though. That this game isn't even set in the 60s at all, but I think we're gonna continue on. Hopefully there isn't anything too hurtful after this, but maybe this game's gonna teach a lesson on it. I don't really know. Let's continue. All of a sudden there's an awkward silence that even Rose of all people seems reluctant to break. Although a desire to do so is evident in the way her eyes nervously shifts to Mr. Wright. Meanwhile, his ex gripping my arm suddenly tightened. He doesn't say anything further, but there's a conflicted look on him when I glance up. That's the face he makes only when he desperately wants to give someone a piece of his mind, but chooses not to do so, mostly to avoid confrontation or fanning the flames to an argument. He always has been. I hope they give us a choice for this to see what's to defend him or something. Please give us a choice. He's always been like this. Even among his own friends, he chooses to take a placating stance despite holding opinions of his own. Not that I won't say anything. I know Mr. Wright's a client, but you can't just say that in front of other people, in front of Zach no less. Actions are here. I know he wouldn't stand for it, and neither do I. Was the reason why bullies back home never touched my younger brother again after I gave him a taste of their own medicine. He might be inches taller than me, but I'm sure I can still land a hit or two. Maybe. If only I'm not going to get in trouble with the BRC for it, before any punch can be drawn.
Lucille Mitchell Wright.
In a voice too firm, demanding his complete silence.
What?
Instead of answering, she merely crosses his arms and shoots his husband a sharp, disapproving glare. Someone needs to. This is a slap on the wrist. Somebody needs to tell him like it is. That seems to have done the trick. He immediately shuts his mouth for not muttering a few inaudible words under his breath. At this, Madame Hannah can only sigh and roll her eyes, more happy to get back to the topic.
I'm sure she knows what she's doing, love. She got us the house, remember?
Brushed under the rug.
Who knows what a little positive vibe can do? It could even give us what we've been eagerly waiting for all these years.
What have we been waiting for? I don't think.
Nothing you should worry about right now.
I don't even want to hear his voice.
Anyway, we've still got a few things we need to discuss with Rosie here. Over lunch? I hope you don't mind, Isabel. We'd love to take you with us, but...
No, I don't want to go. I don't want to go to lunch with a racist. I'm good.
Oh, no. Go ahead, ma'am. This'll take time. That's why there's 2 of us working on this.
Rose looks like she's about to murder someone. Probably me. At least she won't have to stay in the haunted property. Rose didn't look shocked at all when he said that.
Oh, wonderful.
Let's continue.
I hope the next time the 3 of us meet, it'll be over a closed deal,
Of course, ma'am. Please look forward to it.
Rose hurriedly hands me the... I did not expect that, y'all. I did not expect that. This game was going so well, and I did not... That came out of nowhere. Reminder to secure the place and harmless threats for throwing her under the bus. I return it with a reassuring smile of my own, even if she's the one who often forgets. Sheesh. And just like that, gone just as quickly as they appeared, fleeting from one scene to the next and leaving me wondering if this is... Let's see how much progress we have. I want to see if we're almost done with this chapter. Just really quick, guys. Don't mind me. 74? Dang, we didn't get nowhere. Excuse me. Oh, we were at 77. Let's go. And just like that, gone as quickly as they appeared. It's in a rundown apartment or at the back little shack of our home. There's still joy in the smallest things after all. May this house be blessed. Okay. Well, the house is big. It's not surprising when the ceremony takes a few hours to finish. The sun's already high by the time we've gone through the last room. I can never say I'm a devout follower of my own faith, even when Mama and Papa's teachings. Hearing every word Father Norman uttered as we went around the house put me at ease. All of a sudden, the mansion doesn't seem so scary anymore. Maybe there is an end to this. Perhaps this is the end. This is the first chapter. There's no end. Father Norman bids us goodbye upon exiting the mansion. He has business in the village nearby. He says a minute gesture to reach out to the members of the parish every once in a while. It reminds me of a distant memory of helping hands and a few kind smiles that helped my family pull through when times were tough.
Isabella, a word before I go? Zachary hasn't been really forthcoming with your situation, and it is something I understand it wasn't his to share. But whatever burdens you, know that it's not a permanent fixture in your life. Besides, you have people to bear it with.
I bite back the harsh retorts before they come out, masking it with a smile as he waved the good priest off. His words, though meant to comfort, has only left a bitter taste in my mouth. And if they don't believe you, what am I to do? Hand lands briefly on my shoulders, taking me out of my thoughts, but I am so in turn. My smile does it. How is he still smiling? This is a heavy chapter. But my smile doesn't quite reach my ears when I'm
Say,
talking.
do you want to go somewhere?
Right now? Where to?
Anywhere in the city. I'll leave it up to you.
Let's hang out with him.
It wouldn't
Let's
hurt.
hang out with him.
I've got some stuff I need to buy. Groceries. And there's a shop I want to check.
Is it real food this time?
Let me guess. Rebecca?
She's just worried about you. Even I can't eat that much instant noodles.
Think of it as a talent. Let's just go, Zach.
I smile, a real one this time, devoid of any unpleasant thoughts. Regardless of what happened between us these past few days, I don't want to think harshly of them. Zach and okay, we got a new setting. Good, that's good. Zach had me wait on a nearby bench upon arriving, prior to going off somewhere. He hasn't returned since. It's been a good 20 minutes of being left alone entirely to my thoughts. Let me see what time it is. I'm cruising. In this weather, the city park gives off a lazier and much more languid vibe than usual, where children are usually seen running around and playing. There are now people lying, leaning back on their picnic blankets, simply enjoying the afternoon sun. The smell of food drips from nearby carts, and if the wind blows in the right direction, one would catch the whiff of freshly trimmed grass. I'd rather gladly sleep on this bench if I wasn't waiting for anyone. Soon enough, I see his hulking figure running towards me, carrying a medium-sized box on one hand and casually waving the other at me. He's panting when he reaches my bench. Sweat drips profusely from his forehead, but there's a grin on his face.
Sorry, the line was really long. Really long.
You didn't have to run. Sit down first.
Nah, I'm good. Didn't want to make you wait for these.
I already know what's in the blue box before he opens it. Wow. Okay. She looked excited to see that food. Cinnamon rolls, all 6 of them topped with a white cream cheese glaze. The same one I bought after I sold my first property. After I met Zach, Ash, and Becca. Funny how it's a small thing could trigger a distant memory, no matter how mundane it is. I don't say no to free food, but why is he getting me these now?
What for?
He leans on an empty space beside me, wiping the sweat off his forehead.
An apology. And his thanks. For yesterday and the other day.
You don't have to buy me anything, Zach.
You were upset. You haven't been yourself recently, and people kind of miss that, you know?
Are you just saying that, or...
No, really. Rebecca told me. You know how she is. Ashton, too.
Ashton was an ass. He should have been named Ashhole instead.
He went a little overboard, yeah. I can talk to him if you want.
He'll still tease me about it, even if it's Rebecca telling him to stop. Besides, I can handle him.
You always do. And yesterday, when you talked me through my little slump, I thought, hey, I want our old Isabella back. Are you still upset?
These are times where I wish Zach had been my big brother or Becca, my older sister. Maybe life would have been a little easier then. Maybe Papa wouldn't be as sick as he is. Maybe. You know, I wouldn't be alone here. But then again, if he is, if they are what I wish them to be, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have met Ash too. Life back home is tough, but for all that, I wouldn't change it for one selfish wish. In this city of 8,000 people, I could have people I could depend on. 3 of them, in fact. When you think about it, when you compare the numbers to the odds of finding someone like them amidst the sea of nameless people,
Thanks
I'm lucky.
a lot for today, Zach. You didn't have to, but you did.
Just me? No Ashton or Rebecca? Oh boy, they won't be happy to hear that. I don't mind being the favorite, though.
Nope, no favorites. But you cook better than both of them, so that's a plus.
It's always been food with you, ain't it?
Don't put it like that! You're making me sound like a glutton.
I'm not saying you are, but it does feel good to know there's someone I could invite for food to be able to eat all of it.
Only that? I thought we were also art buddies.
Oh, that too. But the food thing really stands out when you think about it. You do eat a lot for someone your, size.
Low blow. I take pride in my height.
So, is it okay now? Do you feel better? Does it still scare you?
A little. I'll be okay. I'll figure it out. It's not as bad as the other day. And Father Norman helped too.
Oh, we could visit him anytime. He loves hearing from the young ones.
He isn't that old, is he?
Don't know. He doesn't tell. I think I might have seen his face somewhere before. I just couldn't recall when or where. Ash says he looks like his boss, so the bartender at the local pub if he squints. Don't take his word for it, of course. He might have accidentally inhaled something from the forensic lab again when he said that. If you need anything, just ring, okay?
No way. I can take him on.
Still an extra muscle wouldn't hurt, yeah? Just let me know, and I'll back you up. My sister knows this one thing to shut him up when he's being his usual self. Ask me what it is whenever you want, and I'll spit.
I don't think that's necessary, but thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
We still need to talk, Becca, Ash, and I. Put petty arguments aside like the adults we are. This, however, is a start, no matter how small it may be. I just hope I can keep them safe. A light wind blows again, sending dry leaves swirling and a distinct smell of earth into the air. First time the sunlight feels less harsh. Maybe a walk is good. Need to visit the grocery too. Come to think of it, wasn't there an art store that opened recently near the park? Alright, I think I'm gonna click through a little more of this and then we'll be done. Cat's name is what? That's what his collar says. Oh, okay. It's not named a given cat in my opinion, but it speaks much grace like the one who carries it. It shows in the way he swishes his tail and his eyes follow my hand's every movement. I'm not sure what he finds fascinating in me, to be honest. I wasn't very picture of grace when he found me, after all. It was a bad idea carrying 2 heavy bags of newly bought art materials and groceries without help or a sure ride home. In hindsight, perhaps I shouldn't have bought all of these at the same time. I didn't even make it half apart. And now, I'm suffering underneath the glaring afternoon sun, hunched up on a park bench and drenched in sweat, in the company of a cat curiously watching my every movement. I hope it stays where it is. It's just a black cat. Back at home, they're considered ill omens.
Don't look at me like that. I can act graceful as well if I want to.
Not that I ever acted graceful in my life, of course. Growing up with a lot of younger brothers and a sister does that. Or maybe it's the opposite. Mommy used to call me a little troublemaker before. Well, graceful or not, there's no use moping. A short breather, and then I'm off home. Besides, it doesn't feel like company's bad, even if it's a cat, as long as it doesn't bite or cross my
Where's your
path.
owner, anyway?
That's one, doesn't he? An owner? That's what the collar's for, isn't it? The bandage is wrapped on one of his paws, though. I wonder what happened to it. Did he run away?
Well, if you don't have one, I won't be able to take you in. My apartment doesn't allow pets. I tried to bring one home before, a cat. Not black, of course. And Rebecca threw a fit before the landlady could.
I take a small packet of sweets from one of the bags beside me and pop it open. As opposed to pop one in my mouth, he meows.
Do you want one?
Doesn't meow again as I'm expecting to, but I take his unblinking gaze as he asks. Shift the piece to my palm and hold it out to him warily. He sniffs at one bite before. Luthio responds, "Oh, that's Miss McCullough, I think. Recognition comes as soon as my head snaps in the direction of the voice. Miss McCulloch's hard to miss.
I'm sorry. Did my cat hurt you? Miss Santos, was it? I'm surprised to see you here.
Nice to meet you again, Miss McCullough.
Were you harmed in any way? I'm sorry. Bruthiel's not exactly fond of other people. Even ran away from the veterinarian right now.
Oh no, he was just sniffing my hand earlier.
My Bruthiel's a she.
She, all this time I thought the positive conversation this we call one is uncomfortable. Really, two people working different jobs for the same client. Frankly, being like this will happen a lot, and if it does, a simple nodding of the heads is enough. Still trying to be friendly when it hurt, though? What kind of wacko choice is this? I mean, I don't know. What do we choose here? Talk about her cat or talk about a job? We'll talk about a job.
I'm just curious about
your work.
About your work.
What about it?
There's something guarding her expression at the mention of work, but I pushed through with my question.
I just want to know how it is to work on a house like the Ermengarde Mansion. Is it hard?
That's like a kindergarten question. I'm guessing she wasn't expecting a question like that. If the way her eyebrows shot up to
because of its age? I wouldn't say it is. It is a challenge, considering the factors me and my team have to sort out. But it's a good project. A breath of fresh air from what I usually work on. And I have a good team. Those original fittings, though. It might be old, but the architecture is magnificent. I'm sure you've seen the stained glass windows in the foyer. Oh, I can already think of so many things I could do with it. But of course, my team will have to double check for necessary repairs here and there. That's probably for the best. It's easy to break some key elements with a rush restoration job, and who knows what other hidden issues there might be underneath. People can be so careless. I'm sorry, I spoke too much.
No, it's okay. You seem to really love what you're doing.
It's not really like that. I'm just lucky to have found work in an interesting field. Anyway, Bruthiel's due for her visit to the vet. Nice talking to you, Miss Santos. I wish you luck with what you're planning to work on. It seems like a big project, too.
She does her with her head towards the bags. One's filled with stuff I recently bought
It's
from our
a
store.
project for a friend, actually.
All the same. Good luck.
Watch her as she leaves, but she stops shortly before crossing the threshold separating the park and the street. She faces me again like there's something she has to
By the way,
say.
about the Ermengarde Mansion. With my clients, it's the rights. I mean, I hope you don't mind me asking, but has the deal been finalized?
There's still a few papers they need, but the house is more or less theirs now.
Thank you. That's all I needed to know.
Wait, about the mansion. The
Same when they saw whoever she is, she's asking for help. Someone. I tell Miss McCullough that the urgent legends aren't just legends anymore, they're real. She's not going to believe me.
Don't mind me. I need to go too. Have a good day, Miss McCullough.
Pick up all the bags I left on the lunch and ran as far as my legs can take me. In that moment, while I'm carrying my hands weighs far lighter than the overwhelming guilt trying to consume me. Home. I want to go home. Anywhere where I won't be reminded of the house, of her, of my own cowardice. Alright. We're gonna do away with it. We'll save right here. And we'll also save right here. Overwrite that. Alright, well, that's another episode in the books. You guys know what to do. If you want another one, make sure to like and subscribe and do all those good things. Share with a family member or something, and we're gonna get this train rolling. Missing a day does not mean I have to miss other days, so we're just right back at it. Enjoy your evenings. Signing out.